Alibaba is very, very popular, and a lot of people think that for you to get a Chinese factory or a Chinese supplier in China for your business, that you need to go through Alibaba. A lot of people think that Alibaba is the only place, but no. If actually you want to start buying products from China, you want to find Chinese manufacturers and factories for your business, if you want a better pricing, then you have to look outside Alibaba, most especially if you want a long-term partnership with these Chinese suppliers. Alibaba is great, but one of the disadvantages of Alibaba is that they are filled with middlemen. They are filled with resellers. So for you to actually get a direct manufacturer or factory on Alibaba might somehow be a big problem for you. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 alternative ways that you can use to find legit and reliable Chinese suppliers for your mini importation business. The first alternative method is 1688. This one is the one I personally use and I personally recommend it. It is mostly made for Chinese buyers, not actually for foreigners, but right now foreigners can also easily access it. Now, this is why I highly recommend 1688 as an alternative to Alibaba for getting Chinese suppliers. Number one is that product prices, items are way cheaper on 1688 than Alibaba, because this 1688, it comes in their local pricing, so it is way cheaper. 98% of their sellers are real factories and verified wholesalers, unlike Alibaba that has so many middlemen and sourcing agents. This 1688 is perfect if you want to go into mini importation, irrespective of any country that you're in. If you're in US, UK, Germany, Canada, you can buy and ship from 1688 to wherever country you are for your business. The disadvantage of this 1688 is that the app is entirely in Chinese language, so you will need the help of a translator app to access these apps. And some of these suppliers, they don't ship internationally, okay, but you can use a shipping agent. They can take your items that you will buy from them to a shipping agent, and that shipping agent will help you to ship it from China to wherever country that you're in. Then another disadvantage of it is that they don't accept foreign payments like PayPal, dollar. They only accept payment with Alipay. And the good thing is that as a foreigner, you can also sign up, you can also have an account, a payment account on Alipay for you to be paying your Chinese suppliers. So if you're interested in importing from China for your business and you're looking at a long-term partnership with Chinese suppliers, you need legit real Chinese suppliers that will be cheaper for you. Learn about using 1688, or you can use a 1688 sourcing agent. Very easy. So the second alternative to Alibaba for getting a Chinese supplier is Canon Fair. Canon Fair is a very big China import and export fair. Canon Fair is one of the biggest trade exhibitions in China. In fact, it is one of the world's largest and biggest trade exhibition. Canon Fair is held in Guangzhou in China twice in a year. For this year, next Canon Fair is coming up towards September, October. And if you're thinking of starting your own mini importation business, or you want to start importing from China for your business, and you're looking for a Chinese supplier for whatever product or machinery that you would like to go into or you would like to buy from China, then think towards Canon Fair. The advantages of this Canon Fair for getting a Chinese supplier is this: you meet these suppliers face to face. During this Canon Fair, you interact with them one-on-one. This will even increase your trust with them and their trust with you. And it will also give you the room to negotiate price, with them perfectly at your own terms and at their own terms. And during this Canon Fair, you can test, you can touch the product or machine that you would like to buy. You can touch it, feel it, you can see it. They will show you about the product, about the item. You see it, you can use it, you can test it during that fair from that factory. And this is the best for making business deals when it comes to importation from China. So during this fair, you can ask them questions, as many questions as you want. They will be able to explain to you whatever it is that you want to ask. And during this Canon Fair, you can even find Chinese suppliers, Chinese factories that are not on Alibaba or any other e-commerce sourcing apps from China. Now, the disadvantage of this Canton Fair is that you have to physically travel to China. You have to cover the travel expenses, the flight, the booking, the hotel, the accommodation. You have to cover all the expenses by yourself. Visa and everything, you cover the expenses by yourself. And during this Canton Fair, it can be so overwhelming, most especially if you didn't plan yourself very well before going. Because, my dear, you can be confused during the process. You'll be seeing a whole lot of Chinese suppliers for that same product that you want to start importing or you're interested in. And again, is that during this Canton Fair, most of these Chinese suppliers, they target big business owners, those that want to go into importation business in a bigger way. Okay, most of them are not ready for small importers. So it will be good for you if you want to go into importation from China in a bigger way. One thing with this Canton Fair is that even if you can't attend this Canton Fair, most factories live stream, their own booths during the Canton Fair. So you can see what they have, their products, and you can also have access to getting their contacts during that live stream, because you already know that they attend Canton Fair, they are legit and real, and they are looking for serious business owners to partner with. So the third alternative is global sources. Global sources has even been older than Alibaba. They have been there for big business owners. Global sources are filled with reliable and verified suppliers. And global sources is very good for sourcing, most especially gadgets, electronics, big tech equipment, big machineries, irrespective of your origin. The suppliers you can get on these global sources can communicate with you fluently on English. One of the disadvantages of these global sources is that that their prices is not that very cheap compared to 1688, and sometimes they prefer business owners that are coming for the purpose of placing large orders instead of small orders. Getting products or looking for Chinese suppliers through global sources is perfect for those that are into e-commerce business, that has e-commerce stores, because you will get reliable Chinese suppliers that will deliver good product to your customers, okay, from your e-commerce store. Then the fourth alternative is Yiwu Market. Yiwu International Trade Market is in China. It is located in Yiwu in China. This marketplace sells in bulk. They have Chinese suppliers that sells in bulk for a large number of products. In fact, it is one of the massive marketplaces in China for you to get suppliers for whatever product that you want to start importing and selling. But in this market, in this Yiwu market, every product, everything you want to start importing and selling is there in one roof. So if you're not in China and you have someone in China, you can ask the person, contact the person to go to that Yiwu market and get Chinese suppliers for you on any product you would like to start importing and selling. The fifth alternative way to get a Chinese supplier outside Alibaba is using Made in China. People are not talking about Made in China enough. Made in China is a home, let me say a home for Chinese manufacturers of any kind of product, most especially industrial products, body care products, machineries, tech equipment. You can find all these things in Made in China. And one good thing about Made in China is that 99% of their users, of the Chinese suppliers there, are factories. So when you get a Chinese supplier on Made in China, you already got yourself a factory contact. When you get a Chinese supplier on Made in China, they can give you a video tour of their factory, send you videos, show you around their factory online. The disadvantage of this Made in China is that the MOQs are high. Like, you can't buy lesser MOQ like you can buy on 1688. The MOQ are usually high. So if you're looking for a Chinese supplier for your B2B business trading, for your bulk importation, then try Made in China. If you want to go into importing machines, or you like to buy machines from China, machineries, industrial tools, industrial machines, go through Made in China. That is where you will find them cheaper and legit ones, real ones. The sixth alternative is WeChat Sourcing. A lot of people that has WeChat that are interested in importing from China or that are looking for Chinese suppliers don't know the magic of WeChat. Getting a Chinese supplier's contact on WeChat is a secret that most importers will not tell you. A lot of people don't even know about it. Most Chinese suppliers, they have WeChat groups, okay? So you can get their contact on WeChat, and once you get a contact on WeChat, they can add you to their WeChat group where you will be seeing updates about their products. One disadvantage of getting a Chinese supplier through WeChat sourcing is that you need to take your time so you don't fall into little scammers, and so that you don't fall into middlemen, because you'll be looking for manufacturers. WeChat is not a marketplace. Okay, so you can't actually like see them, reviews and all that, but you can actually get their contacts on WeChat. In my next video, I'm going to make a video showing you all practically how you can get Chinese suppliers contact on WeChat directly. Okay, manufacturers contact on WeChat. So stay tuned, like this video, subscribe so you get notified when I upload that video. So as someone who would like to go into importation from China, and you don't want to go to China yet, but you need Chinese suppliers contact, relying on Alibaba is just, it's just a least way for you, okay, because you have all other options, and I recommend that you try these other options. One thing about these platforms I've mentioned is that they have their own particular products that they are good at. I've made numerous videos on how you can register on 1688, buy from them. Okay, so I'll leave the link in the description, and so many other importation videos that you might want to look into. Thank you so much for watching this video. I believe you gained some value. Please like, share, and leave a comment if you have questions. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.